Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Market is back in sync on the short side. Oh, wow. It's moving. A nice little flush. The market right now is. Um, let's talk about a couple of things here. The opening range. So the big numbers are right here. 315 to 890. As long as we continue to trade under that level, we should be seeing pressure coming into this market, right? Okay, so that's the first thing. The market now is in sync on the short side. We're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. All right, good morning, Becca. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Safe. Good morning, UL. Right now, we had this slight move here. The market is still in sync on the short side, but obviously they're spending some time trying to rebalance here. Let's take a look at ES. ES is strong, very strong. So there's a big divergence between what ES is doing and what NQ is doing. NQ is weaker, ES is stronger. One of these have to kind of follow the other eventually. So either ES comes back down or NQ decide that it's done selling and start moving back up. Target is 738. 738. That's our target. Because you are still on the old contract. You need to be in the September contract, UL. 691. 691, bull bear. Okay. Thank you. All right. So they're bouncing back into harmony zone number, yeah, harmony zone number two. And it looks like we're going to flip the switch. So that's the thing. I mean, ES and NQ divergence, one of them has to follow the other. And right now, there's a bit of a buying interest coming into that mids of the opening range. This is an area where resistance can come in, and if it's not, the resistance is not strong enough, then most likely we're going to close above Globex, which is 838, and that would lead us to starting to move into the 900s. Okay, a little bit of pressure coming in. That's fine. So what would get us short again is a break under 787. All right, so the market is, oh yeah, a bit of pressure here around Globex. We're just gonna have to give it a little bit of time and see. Our target is 863. What is going on here? Okay, I mean that's a market out of sync. So the pressure is still on this market against Globex, and we could see how the market hit Globex 3 times and just kind of got faded. The market is out of sync. So a couple of areas. Either we go back up to 826, or we'll collapse into 762. 762 will get us to start getting short on a swing trade basis, with caution, considering we are in the mid of the range. And if we go back up to 825 or 826, then we're back into the business of looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. And it looks like that's what we're doing right now. So let's see if we can find an actual entry long on a pullback. So that's where I'm at. I'm in that trade. And let's see if I can go all the way up to 63. I'm adding to it. Target number 2 right here is a good spot for me to take some profits. I'm gonna go break even, picked up the first target, and I'm gonna try to cruise and see if I can get something bigger going. I mean, they may come back to stop me, but whatever. Especially around Globex. I mean, I probably should be taking my profit, to be honest with you, considering location. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna move my stop to right here, and that is good. That's good to see. And we are looking for a run up to target number 3 and 69. We should get there. I'm gonna move my stop to 38. That's a little bit tight, but considering where we at, Globex is notorious for backing and filling, so I need to kind of protect my profit. 63 is good if we can get there. Yeah. I'm gonna move. Can we jump higher? Nope. That's it. That's what they gave me. Not bad at all. $26 and we have 26 to 47. Another 21 points. So $900 on that trade. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thanks, Safe. That was a good one, man. Good morning, Abe. How are you, buddy? All right. And then they come in. All right. So that's fine. Let them do what they want to do here. Man, for them to get that close to closing that target and then come in. Testing harmony zone number 1. That's issue. All right, so let's talk about the ORB range. So RB range, that's the high of 816, the low of 750. If they stabilize and close above 837, then excuse me, that would be a positive thing long. But we kind of have to end up showing strength above 850. So we got to get here at 38 and go to 850. So that's the first part of it. Now they got to go above 850. If they show strength above 850, then we're back thinking in terms of longs. Location wise, we're still in an area where the market is somewhat, it is two-sided anyway. But you see that location? That is the mids of the opening range. So the market is struggling, trying to run through that whole range, and you have 900 as a resistance. So, and we are right in the middle of Globex, and Globex is notorious for this choppiness. So just be careful trading this area. Here we go. All right, that's what they want to play. They want to play. $63 is our target. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna hit 63. $45, yeah. Yeah, 45, 46. Here we go back up there. We should be going to 63. Here we go. And 888 is next target. Mm. Market is struggling here. Okay, so look at that. See that break of ORB range, and the market is trying to sell it here. So just be careful if there's a continuation short sell to 38. That could be problematic for that structure. This is good that they're pushing. That's a bullish. Okay. Let's take a look at ES, because ES is going to be. See, ES is like literally has not made any big moves. It's solid and it's going higher. So it's pulling NQ with it. 88 is our target, and off we go. Your data or NY data? I mean, I'm not. Is delayed. Whose data is delayed? Is it my data that delayed or yours or? Oh, okay. Sometimes you could use a refresh, like a like a modem reboot. All right. See, when we start seeing stuff like this, that usually, okay, I mean, they want to go up and make another switch trade, good for them. But they have to kind of close above 882. That would be bullish. Okay. That's what they want to do. A bit of chop here. But you have to remember location, right? So we're at the top end of that mids of the opening range, and a break here will get us to 900. So we're getting a lot of consolidation patterns here. The bias is long, above 888. That is our target. They may challenge the Globex right here. I'm going to tell you this. If we break 55, that's a captain setup short on the 70 NT Rinko. And the market will go into a rotation to Globex to 38. Here we go. See that? That's a captain setup short. So 38 is where we're going to be heading to. And if that continues, we may end up getting back to retest the 800. So just kind of watch out for your longs. The market is still in sync long, but we have a lot of distribution levels up in the 80s. Okay. Okay. Target is 913. Interesting. All right. I mean, that is pretty serious distribution going on here. Captain setup, retest, take out the stops, come back, and they're trying to trap people here. I think it's gonna the market is gonna sell off under 46 and start moving a little bit lower here. The market is already out of sync. Here it comes. That is just the distribution area. That's just a trap for the longs that are playing the breakout. As long as we continue to trade under that 90, this thing is gonna end up at 805. Okay. We're just playing around here in this zone, in and around the neutral zone and glowbacks. Market is out of sync. We're getting rejection against the top end of the mids of the opening range. I mean, there could be buying it around the 20s and selling it around the 80s, 80s, 90s. I mean, that's kind of what the market could be doing here. Another switch trade on the 70, so that's negative. We sell off anything under 813. The bias is short. Yep. Here it comes. So we're gonna have to start looking at a bias on this market on the short side. Let's see if we can get a rally back up. All right, we're in the middle of the range on the ORB, so that's an area where they bought it before. All right. So we're getting that. Wow. That's choppy, guys. That's choppy here, which is to be expected. They're probably going to go up and retest. Yeah, this is something. I mean, you would think that we should be going short here, but that's just a spot where the market 12, 22, 32, 42. Okay. They're putting on a captain setup long on the 70. So you see how you put you put one here, came in with a retest, and you went to the middle of the range, and now you're putting another captain setup long here. That's just very trappy. But we'll see. We'll see if they are serious about making a move here. If we fail that under 800, and that's 800 too. What am I thinking? That's a whole number. Yeah, they're trying that 800 again. Okay. It's a chop fest right here. Market is about to be out of sync. Yep. It's a chop fest right here. So out of sync market right now. So that's just a market that is not necessarily trending. They put a captain setup, failed it just to flip it back. So they're consolidating here. We may go to retest at 861 and see if we can see any distribution going on there. This is a stop hunting market. They're running stops on both sides of that market, and they're doing it in the middle of the range. So a market like this, I need to under trade, and if I trade it with a minimum number of contracts. We almost have to kind of break 788 in order for us to get a little bit cleaner price action. Let's compare this to ES. ES is under pressure a little bit. Uh, the big number is 76.13. You break under that, then we're gonna start getting momentum on both NQ and ES. And we could see that they're running stops under 800 whole number and rallying back up. So that's the game they're playing right now. Okay. Yeah, no trades in an environment like this. We need separation away from Globex. How's everybody doing so far? How are you guys holding up? Yeah, we need separation somewhere. So the market's out of sync, trappy. We're coming to retest harmony zone number 2. A little bit of patience here, I think we'll be just fine. They're pushing against that whole number 800. All right. So if we go and break 30, that's a captain setup short on the 70 NT Rinko. And that would set the stage for a potential continuation trade down to 813. And from there, we can start looking at a potential uh, break to 88. So that's a sequence that if it start happening, we may end up getting something going on here. Here we go. We got the captain set up short on the 70. Here we go. That's it. So that, see what that happened here. We want to see if that 60 holds and we start breaking into the 13th. If we do that, then we have a chance at a continuation trade short if we start progressing in that way. If we start breaking anything over 860, then forget it. I'm waiting for the market to really actually get in sync. Right now it's a two-sided choppy market around Globex. I mean, if I want to play that game, I would need to be fading in the direction of the 200, which is short on those rallies, basically. You know, market runs up like this, gives me a one candle reversal, go short, you know, go short right here, and scalp with a one candle stop. Yeah, so like that would have stopped you. Double switch trade here. So that should push the price a little bit. Okay. I mean, that's a retest of the captain setup right here. So you got high, high, lower high, lower high. If that holds and breaks 30, we can go to 13. We go to 13. We're testing the 05. We could rally back up and fail. That would be the trigger for a short to 788 and lower. So that's a sequence potentially could be building. If we break anything above 60, you know, just pausing and waiting and watching. You gotta recognize when the market is not trending. Here we go, 13. Are we getting a 13? Yeah, we're very close. Okay. So that captain setup short. 13 is in. Okay. So the market is back in sync on the short side. Now we're hitting that third. So we want to see a rally, and we want to see a failure of that rally. Is it possible that we're gonna sell off here below the 800? Very possible, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean that support at 800 got a break, right? Just gonna give it a shot here. We should be breaking, and I'm not gonna stick around for too long. Ooh. All right, I took a 10-point target on two contracts, $400. Okay, so that's fine, but that's kind of the idea here. Oh man, oof, that was something. I really sold off too. Okay, gee, what do you use to identify initiative versus reactive flow? If it's all. I mean, initiative versus reactive flow. I mean, define the market in terms of is it in sync or out of sync. So you know when the market is in sync, that's when the market is actually making trend following moves, which you could call it initiative if you want to, but that's what the market typically does. Is the market is in sync. The 200 and the 100 are in sync. Um, that by definition, if you ever seen a major move in the market is always looks like that. It never looks anything different. Always the 200 and the 100 are in sync, and the market just burst, takes out stop, burst, takes out stop. So if I'm defining initiative, um, I'm defining it in terms of harmony within the market that leads to persistent directional moves. The market gets out of sync, then it's undecisive, reactive, and we went from that phase into that phase, and we defined the exact numbers that the market needs to hit in order for the initiative and the market being in sync to happen. Look at that. I mean, that's literally kind of what we looking at here, and that captain setup was, we talked about that. We said, okay, we need to trade under 60. We need to hold that. We need to go to the 13. If the 13 happens, they need to see a rally that fails. We had a rally that fails. The market went through that whole system. I hope that answers your question. All right, so and the market is continuing the push into 713. and market out of sync. So right now they're gonna just spend some time consolidating and trying to retest these levels. So the initiative or the market is no longer in harmony. It's a two-sided market, and we just need to kind of read through that to see a resumption of the short pressure, and it's typically is going to be under 724, but we'll see. All right, the market is in sync. Let's see here. Okay. Oh man, they're just going at it. Okay. Target is 688. We're coming at the 700, so that's just going to be an area where the market can bounce back up on a first touch basis. 663, next target. Next target 663. Then we have targets to 641. Then target number 5, 607. Then target number 6 is 556. These are the different targets we got going on. $13, huh? Okay, 11 or 13. Market out of sync here, and they're gonna retest. Most likely, we're gonna retest a higher level. Harmony zone number 2. Rejection of that lower level against 700. Ultimately, shifting personality is 763. We're testing harmony zone number 2 for the market to resume its short level or short momentum under 700 is what we need to see the market do, and then attempt at a rally that fails. So that would be a structure that is short. If we end up breaking 763, then we're, you know, that is a pause and a reversal in the short pressure, and the market is just gonna start rallying back up to refill and take out the stops. So you're seeing stair step. So a break above that 763 can produce longs. Okay. All right, they're coming. They're coming back. I mean, that's what you want to see from the shorts to do. Rejection of harmony zone number 2, double top, and back to 700. It's very persistent. Man, that's ruthless. Wow. And they're not giving they're not giving you an end once they take a direction. Okay, 13. Yeah. 15, 25, 35, 45. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can rally back up a little bit here. Wow. Yeah, I mean it's I get it. We just need an entry. Need an entry. 663 next. 688 is next target. Market pushing. Next target is 613. Man, oh man. I hope you guys are in some of this stuff. I mean, they gave us opportunities to get in there, but it was you needed to be it needed to be aggressive, aggressive moves. Two-sided market now. Well, I mean, it's not quite there yet, but it will be here shortly. If we break 645, I'd rather be short than long, obviously. Yeah, I mean, we should bounce back from that 600. I mean, they're testing and retesting. We should be retesting back up here. That's a whole number retest. They did it twice. All right, we're back in sync. Twenty thirty. So 21,250. 23.53. Okay. Market is out of sync. That's a captain setup switch trade short right there. That's a short signal. So we're getting a lot of that. We're getting a captain setup long that worked, captain setup switch trade worked. Now a captain setup long that worked. So you're getting a whole lot of that going on. And that's just a market that is trying to retest and rebalance. Let's take a look at ES. I mean, ES, not much movement. I mean, yeah, I understand it kind of sold off a little bit, but still holding up and a lot stronger than NQ. Testing harmony zone number 2, resistance. Okay. So what is that telling us? Telling us that the market is stabilized here and they're trying to run the stops. Target is 713. Pullbacks are buyable on a swing trade basis, but you just got to be careful because there's overall the trend is stair step lower. So I mean, what we're doing here is you got this, another stair step. Now you may get 2-3 candles into this 756 to 780, and then resistance can resume more strongly. So we just have to see what the market wants to do here. But looking for longs. Target hit, next target 738. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, very nice. Okay. A little bit of pressure going on here. They're trying to figure this out, and the market is just going sideways. So they may start running stops, and we want to see how these stops get run. Like if run 83, then come back and buy it back up, then that tells us the longs are still active. I mean, see that? They ran the stops right there, and they bought him. They'll probably run him again. Yeah, they ran him again. And okay, here we go. That's the key. As long as we don't trade under 75. If we trade under 75, the market is out of sync. Yeah. All right, market out of sync. All right, testing harmony zone number 2. And this is the line in the sands for the long. If they do not hold on to that level, we are reversing and resuming. Hmm. $65, $55, $50. Yeah, they're gonna reverse this thing. It looks like it at least. I mean, this is the critical area for them. Mic on. Oh, Steven. Okay. Hey, good morning, Steven. How are you? All right. So we got target I mean, here we go. So that's a reversal. Now target is 613 again. Good morning. Good morning. I gotta do something for you guys. Here we go. Okay, let's improve. All right. Captain set up short and they're moving it lower. All right. They're gonna play games here. I get it. They're taking out stops. Rather be short than long. Market is out of sync. So what we're seeing here is a back and forth. Um, they're trying to figure this area out. They know there's resistance in the 50s, 750s, and 700s, and they're accumulating once we get to the 600s, and they're trying to figure out where the majority of the stops are sitting. So we need to be patient with that type of behavior because that's not trending right here. It's just backing and filling, and it's an area where I rather be short on rallies, exhaustive rallies. Yeah, okay. Here you go again. All right, all right. Okay, so market is back in sync on the short side here. Our target is 613. Yeah, here you go. Target is hit. Next target is 588. Captain set up shorts. Six prong captain set up short. Next target is 563. All right, we're testing harm zone number two. Basically, in order for us to go short again, it's under 590, under the 600, and you establish a captain setup. If you fail it, that could trigger a little bit of selling pressure. Right now, the market is just two-sided market. Okay, so that does that. Man, I mean, they put a double captain and ran it over. So that's a trap right there. So the market now is in sync on the long side, and we need to kind of look for a pullback to buy into it. Yeah, there's buyers here. Our buyers. They're trying. Our target is 663. Hey G Money, good morning, good morning. We got a target, guys. Target is 663. Gonna give it a shot. Hey. I'm taking one contract off for a break even just because the way price is moving, and I got a target. I want to go to 663, but I may end up scalping this. I'm gonna go break even, and it's just either gonna go or not. Here we go. We're going. Moving my stop. Moving my stop. Just one candle behind. One candle behind. Let's go. One candle behind. One candle behind. How about that, baby? I'll take it. Nice. $37 to 57, 20 points. $400 on that trade. Let's go. Okay, so now the market is out of sync. That's out of sync. So there's a pattern that the market is showing right now, which is there's two candles up on the 200, then uh, overwhelming. I mean, I want to say overwhelming, but heavy selling pressure. So that's what we are seeing the market do. You know, two up candles, boom. Two up candles, we're getting a little bit of a heavy pressure. That we have to see if they're gonna close it below 588. That's the key. So what do we want to see in order for the longs to resume? Break above 651. What do we want to see to resume the shorts? Uh, 588. All right. So here we go again. We're getting a reversal. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. And we're looking for a target of 563. That's fast. That's fast. Mm-mm. No. Market out of sync. They got to get back in sync for us to play. 574. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, man. They're just selling this thing. Target is 538. Target coming up 538. And continue. Are you guys doing all right? Just checking. It's all good? Okay. You're holding a short. Good for you. Yep. Market out of sync. Yeah. So I mean, they're just retesting here. I mean, it's almost like the market is mimicking itself here. One, two, three, four. One, two. Look at that pattern that we are in. Two candles up, four candle reversal. Two candles up, four candle reversal, or at least the early signs of it. So the market is stuttering right here, repeating itself. Excellent, excellent, Marty. Good job, buddy. All right, market is back in sync on the short side. Let's see if we can find an entry. Next target is 488. 488. Yeah, I mean, ES is pushing. I mean, definitely, uh, NQ is a lot. weaker. I mean, NQ is a lot weaker, yeah. $4.38 next target. Next target is 413. Man, I'm gonna take a 5 minute break. I'll be back, guys. All right, all right. Okay, so they reversed it right here. Okay, that's good. Interesting market today. So let's just kind of review some of the trades that we took and kind of call it. Here we go. So we had flat on one contract and $400 on the second contract. Positive. Let's see here. 10 points on two contracts for 400, so that's 800. And this big one, we had $900 on that one. So we're up about $1,700 for the day. All right, guys. So that is it. Basically, I waited for the market to get in sync, and I just went in the direction of that market. Nothing fancy. I could not, just it was just waited for the market to do being in sync, and just kind of was very, very patient, especially in that area where early on in the day up here. That was a very tricky area because the market was constantly in transition back and forth. So our patience kind of paid off, and once we recognized that captain setup on the 70, the move into the 13, and the follow up into that move, that's when we started to kind of really make some money. That happens. Becca. And what's going on is something is on your mind. Oh, both of you are sick. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's definitely a reason to back off a little bit. Take a day or so rest. Don't even think about the market. Recover. G Money doesn't care. Doesn't matter, huh? Sick or not, you're in. But aren't you seeing patients though? I mean, you're not supposed to be sick while you're seeing patients. Target is about to get hit here at 563. How did we do, Jack? Did we do good today? Safe, where you at, buddy? Oh, no trades? Okay. No trades, no trades. All right, guys. Okay, good day. And we will see you bright and early tomorrow. Have a good one. I'm gonna go watch the World Cup. Has some good